Welcome back, my delinquents. Today we're talking about a case that I will be dubbing the Vtuber Tartar Wars. You might be saying, that's a stupid name, Del. Well, too bad I get to name these cases. And you may be asking, what kind of war can be waged about Tartars? And I'm just going to say, is this your first day on the internet? You can fight about anything. So today we have a story going around which is about a warning, which Twitch has been doing a lot more of. I feel like to spite me sometimes because I said a few videos back they don't do that many warnings and now they're all over the place. I see how it is, Twitch. I see how it is. But it's a good thing in the end that we get to see warnings. But this has opened up a humongous debate that has blown up way bigger than it has any right to be, because YouTubers that were doing on stream had gotten a sexual themes warning, and it has kind of split the VTuber community on this, which I'm kind of in the middle on this. Because I can see it both sides, but personally, I don't think there was anything inherently sexual that I could see from this. I did go over the VOD, but it has sparked a very ferocious debate of people saying they are too sexual, they aren't too sexual, etc. And the VTubers are Dora Bunny and someone called Radia Active. Nothing against these two people, they seem like fine people, and I don't think there's anything particularly sexual in their themes. I did go through the VOD, and I'll show you a bit of a clip of what I saw, and the zoom-ins are very mild. But let's go through the story of why I'm talking about this, because this is just a good old, this is kind of hilarious story, I'm gonna be honest. This is just funny. This is a funny debate back and forth for some reason that people are like really invested in this, of the circumference of is the Tartars too big? Is it their fault for having too big Tartars? Are having giant Booba just inherently sexual? Did they zoom in too long? Oh no. And it's just really funny to see a debate back and forwards about like literally, is Booba too big? But let's get into some of the comments and the replies here. And the unfunny part is that Radia had to turn off their comments on these posts because people were getting like way too crazy about it, I guess. So that's annoying, but let's get into it. I'm going to start at the beginning of this story, which starts with Radia's post about getting a warning. I think a lot of people thought it was a ban, but it's just a sexual themes warning. 5 seconds, I accidentally zoomed in on one of my chest for 5 seconds while I was trying to adjust my mascot. No sexual themes, no violations of dress code, no exposed bits. 5 seconds. Are you kidding me? Okay, so I went over the VOD and there was a couple of zoom in on different people's Tartars, like briefly, but it was like the quickest zoom in of your life. 5 seconds is probably longer. It was like 3. So I don't think that really counts, especially seeing it was just a bit of cleavage. It's not that crazy. And the zoom ins were so short, you could miss it if you blinked. And it was just like mainly zooming in on people around them too and stuff like that. So it's like the lightest of the light. And the main discussion to have in here is their boobas being too big, being inherently sexual, which I kind of don't agree with in general. They're big boobas, yes. And I would say that it is harder for them to like be aware that their booba does take up so much of the screen. When they zoom in, it may seem like it's automatically focusing on their boobs, but I would say that's more of a problem from first perspective, just chatting, just you. I don't think in this particular pic with both of them on the screen you could make that case, but that's just my opinion. Let's look at what everyone else is saying, because this is more of a, this is kind of funny, but let's see what everyone is saying and have a bit of debate back and forwards about this, of what do we think of this? Because you know what I think, but what do you guys think? But I got a Papa Mutt coming in here. At this point, I'm completely convinced some neckbeard ass weirdo at Twitch is watching all of them presenting VTubers while drooling. Like a Nathaniel. Someone's gonna make fun of it. I can't say that today. I'm sorry, guys. Literally waiting for something like this to happen so they can ban strike. Honestly, I feel like it's a bot. Like, it's just a flag bot. I think warnings are bots. But to be fair, I think most things are bot because it's so silly. You have to assume it's done by an automated bot. Mato Master, sci-fi VTuber, very cool VTuber. Legitimately, so whack. There is no reason you should have been classified as sexual for this. Honestly, there was nothing really happening from the VOD I've gone over. Like, the only slightly sexual is the booba too big, I could possibly point out there. But I didn't watch the whole 3-hour vid, I just tried to go through the parts where I could see they zoomed in on stuff. Maybe I missed something, but I don't think it's not that serial there. Actually, wild, we are wearing business professional clothing. Yeah, they're wearing a lot of clothing compared to others. Literally, it's just big boobs. That's the only thing I can really see in here is big boobs. It would be very ironic if I got censored on YouTube for saying big boobs too much. Guys, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Big Boobs? Sorry. This is, okay, see, this is where, okay, I don't know if we can say that word on here, but this is where it gets spicy, the replies, because obviously people disagree because they have big badonks that they are inherently sexual or something, but be so for real. Okay, this has to be satire. I'm not surprised. Maybe they just know something I don't know, but I only watched the one VOD there. I don't know, wasn't there a part of the guidelines that said no to explicitly into boobs or butt or something along those lines? I think this may be a legit use case. It's for long periods of time, which is usually like 30 seconds to a minute. I would say from what I've seen, the zooming in doesn't really hit it because it wasn't for a long period of time. And I cannot say like 3 to 4 seconds is a long period of time. So I don't think it counts. Twitch is a bit biased against VTubers. As we know, this has been a long time debate. Sometimes some points are valid, some aren't. But I've actually gone into this about how they're cracking down incredibly hard on ASMR VTubers. I have a video coming out this week about it too, especially on YouTube at the moment. I'm acquiring ASMR VTubers talking about this because it seems to be a large number of them at the moment. So sadly, this is not something new. An anime girl with tits twice the size of your torso and your business casual has a V that dips past your navel. I'm not saying Twitch isn't dumb as hell, but please do be for frickin' serious right now. You know exactly why they did this. You look like something I drew when I was 9. This kid's a pervert. He's the funniest people on the face of the earth. You cannot make this up. Are you serious? At the time, it was like, damn, that sucks. Then I saw the image. Ain't no way. See? This is where people started, like, memeing or, like, just debating back and forwards on it, but to your navel. That does go down low, but your navel is down. Your navel is near your belly button, guys. Be for real here. Like, it doesn't hit the underboob, so it's within the rules. When you got giant ass badonks, you have a lot of cleavage, okay? But it's not down to your navel, and yes, she has huge badonks, okay? I have to side with the VTubers on this one that I don't think it breaks the TOS rules. And there is no punishment, it's a warning. So, I would have to say, yes, big boobs. There's a lot of big boobs. Yeah, there are more on the 18 plus side of creators, I guess. Quote. But I don't think they actually broke any rules here. So let's go on to the reply here. 2 steps ahead, boys, on the internet. Where she has, like, increased the size of her shirt. Because people were saying it was because of the cleavage slit. I'm assuming that's why they did that next, you know, to censor it. But I'm assuming it's because people were trying to say it was that she has too deep of a V-neck. Good times. Nothing can stop her. But realistically, this little bit of fabric does not change much. I don't think it changes very much in the grand scheme of her outfit with the booba. She still has massive honkers or whatever you want to call it. It's not a big deal, guys. I don't think it's that crazy. And the briefest zoom in there, 3 seconds. Like, if it was zoomed in for a long period of time, I would get it. It's breaking the rules, but I don't see anything here that breaks the rules of the TOS. You can have a problem with gigantic anime Tartars, but that's up to you, but I don't actually see any TOS violation here. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think this was a violation? Do you think it was a problem? Are people just crazy? Is this a nothing burger? Well, kinda, yeah. Honestly, it's pretty funny. But this is the stream it's from. I found it, and I will link
I'll
to
go
the
look
stream,
at it. I'll
the
go
Twitters.
listen to the VOD and hear why he is having an time, as they say.
And honestly, it's pretty mild from what I can see. Let me try and find a zoom in. It's somewhere around here. I think it's around here from what I can see.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Hi. Welcome back.
Oh fuck, I actually forgot to take the medication. I'll be right back.
Stacey.
I love women.
Stacey, have I told you that the way you use your voice box and mouth to make sounds is enchanting?
She is filled with whimsy. I keep telling her that, Hora. She's filled with so much whimsy.
I just don't have more ways to say it. That you existing the way that you do brings me so much joy so frequently, and I need you to know that I appreciate that about you.
Oh, thank you. How can you say that after I call someone a wank bucket, though?
A wank bucket. Oh my god. Whoa, I can't believe how 18 plus this stream is. Okay. There we go.
Thing is that is part of why I said it.
Oh, thank you.
We can catch it. You can catch it,
I
boys.
just hope I'm not annoying at times, because sometimes I do acknowledge I'm loud and a bit scribbly, so...
Well, and remember, I'm more valuable than most people, so if I say you're good, you can bother like
I can
6
hear
other
her.
people, and
It's
it's
too late.
still a net
Run away.
positive.
She has a wank.
Hooray!
All I want
Professional botherer.
for Christmas.
Okay, so I wanted to point out that the zooms are very like that, where it zooms in somewhere or on someone or close, and it may zoom in with the boobs in the way, but it's that brief. All of them that I found in this VOD is that brief, because even if it zoomed into the booba near that, it's very brief. I do think this accidental zoom thing could make it seem like it's, air quotes, on purpose, zooming in on the boobs, but it is very brief, so I don't know if it breaks the rules, even if it would be an on-purpose use of it. This is the best I could find in there, and I found 5 or 6 like this through the ones of different zooming in close to different people's characters and stuff like that. But honestly, they were so quick, I wouldn't even count them like as something to worry about. But what do you think of this story? Do you think everyone's overreacting and being a bit too Puritan? Do you think that the big booba must go? What do you think, guys? Leave a comment, a like below. Check out the Patreon if you want extra videos from all the channels that I run and all the access to early content, merch, etc. It really helps me out, even just watching the video. I appreciate it. My delinquents. I'll catch you next time. If you really want to be business for real, that would be in the fit with those annoying giga tits. Using that from now on, giga tits. I'm using the special move, giga tits.